Hey, and welcome back to Ivy Lilies. Today we're making some cotton spun heart treat thingies, They're gonna be a little bit like that, and if you want to see how I made them, stay tuned. Now the first things that we need to do is get our supplies ready. So if you've never made these before, I do have another video about cotton spun projects, so you can check that out. But for supplies needed to make hearts, all we need is tinfoil, cotton balls, glue, water mixture, paintbrush, and paint. Now, the last one I did use a cornstarch mixture, which I did like, but I wanted to see how long it would take just for the glue mixture. Just the glue. And it wasn't that sticky. I think I added too much water for my mixture, but it's okay. Now, onto these hearts. I wanted it to be kind of puffy because the way it was happening wasn't looking so great. So I decided to stop and then try it this way because I was trying to make it look like it came out the oven, like little heart pastries, like Pop-Tarts, but heart style. I don't know, they called them something else, right? Or just pastries, fruit pastries. But after that, I took some of that cotton. I'm just using cotton balls, nothing fancy. But I'm making it a little bit thinner than the first go around because it's been a while since I did this kind of project again. So I had to remind myself. And this is what it looks like for the first one being done this way. And I will show you how I made it kind of puffy. So I had cut out a heart out of tinfoil, and then I put 3 cotton balls in the middle. And then I just kind of folded the edges down like you would if it was actual food and you have some fruit inside, you know? Because these are going in the kitchen, I'm kind of thinking food item. Yummy, delicious food. If I was to make these, they would probably look like this, probably with some oozing of fruit mixture coming out in real life. But this is how that process went. I just gently folded the cotton around and just continued on the way. And then I wanted to like accent that little heart part in the middle, so I added some more right there. And you just gotta gently coat it on there. And sometimes if you're going the wrong way, you're gonna lift it back up. So if you want to make it all going one way, that would be very helpful for you when you're laying it down like this. Okay, a few days have passed and my little heart pastries are all dry. This is what it's gonna look like. So this is what they're looking like right now. Nice. This is my favorite. I think it's the last one I did, and more you do it, the better you get at it, especially with a certain shape you're working with. This is how it's looking. They're nice, dry, and soft to the touch. Now, I don't have very many paint left alive in the house. I have this dark brown, some white. I'm gonna mix probably with this to make it look like it's baked pastries. And I have a little bit of pink. And I also have my watercolors. Now, I don't know if watercolors actually work on cotton spun projects, but we're gonna find out. So if you want to find out if watercolors actually will work on this, which I highly doubt it will, I don't think it's gonna work like at all, but we're gonna find out. First layer would be the acrylic paint, and then I'll go back in with the watercolor for detailing. I just need a little bit of details on it. Make it look like I just baked it in the oven and it came out. Because I want to kind of put it on a plate in my kitchen so it can be kind of like Valentine's decor, but also forever kitchen pastry decor. You know it? So let's see how this happens, how it goes. Alright, so now it's painting time for these bad boys. And I'm just using some regular acrylic paint, like I said. And I thought the brown would be kind of nice on here, but it turns out it was a little too dark, as you can see. So I went ahead and put some white in there and mixed it all up together. And then just to lighten it up, because I don't want it looking like it's burnt coming out the oven, pretend food, So I had to lighten it up a bit. And Uh, After I did this, I did all of them the same color, brownish tan color. I did go back with some yellow and kind of lighten it up just a wee bit, just to make it not look so dark, you know, because pastries, they're a little brown, a little yellowish tan looking color. But this is how they look after they dry. And then I went and used the watercolors, which to my surprise worked out beautifully. Now, not all the colors was great, but the dark colors, like this red that I'm using right now, boy, did that paint just look beautiful coming out like that. So I think I'm going to stick to watercolors for cotton spun art. I don't know. I'll see in the future if I want to change it up or something. But look at that, right? I know the heart's not perfect, but neither would my baking skills. So I think this fits me perfectly. And then I'm just going to show you the white on here. It didn't really come out so great, and then you kind of look like I didn't even paint it in the first place, which I was at first going for like a glob of icing. Have like you just glob of icing on there and then leave it there. But then I wasn't liking how it was turning out, so I had to go back in for details. And this is the only footage that I have of painting because I forgot to record the rest of the, adding details and whatnot to it. This was a very nice and relaxing craft to do. And the best part is you can make your own shapes, how you want it to look, how big you want it to look, how little you want it to look. And then you can put some wire in it and hang it, and it's perfect. Now, I did not plan on the wire. I was thinking about getting a plate and gluing it on there and then hanging it up in the kitchen. But then I was like, I don't feel like going to the store and finding a plate and then spending even more money. So I decided the ribbon route because I have lots of ribbon around. So all I did was grab my handy dandy hot glue gun and applied some hot glue to the back and then the ribbon because nobody's going to see the back of it. Now I did go and add some more details to the front after I put these ribbons on because I just felt like it was missing stuff. So I did go and add some glittery paint to the front and whatnot and just kind of touched it up a bit. I might go back and spray it with some sealant, but for now I think I'm going to leave it and see how it does in the kitchen. It's not going to be by the stove, it's going to be over there by the cabinetry, so it should be fine. I know my mushroom cotton spun stuff is still holding up beautifully, and that's above the sink. So I think these will do well. And if you're liking this video, please hit that like button and subscribe so you will see new ones coming soon. And there was the final reveal. I hope you enjoyed the process. I will be making more cotton spun crafts in the future. I was thinking about dragons and also orchids for Mother's Day.
Make the dragons, you know?
No, that's crochet dragons. They haven't seen that yet. But stay tuned for the next one. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Because she made it with glitter and it's so pretty. I kind of like the two, but the middle one's the favorite because she did like purple and then blue and then blue sparkles. So I like middle too. Did a lot of white and then she just put some glitter on, and that's my favorite one, the middle.